Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's Boss Rush week and we are going into the Boss Rush with 5 champions: Venom, Human Torch, Hyperion, Star-Lord, and we have Mephisto. Before we get into it, we're going to do some boost. So we're going to use a couple boosts here just to get into the gameplay so that I already know we're going to get wrecked a couple times, but let's just see how we do. We can put in a couple boosts there, and we're going to jump right into it and get into the first fight. And I'm going to take on Wolverine X23. So, here we go. Champion boost. Special thanks to Laura Grant for this one, for X23. We got Matador. Attacker gains 1 bar power every time the defender activates a special. And this is the only way you're going to get a power, is when they activate a special attack. Spite, just for the hell of it, right? While opponents have active buff, champions activate a power flood out of Spite. And we have Godslayer. 50% increased critical damage. So you do not want to get hit by any of our SPs because she is going to really hit hard. So the matchup here is Star-Lord with class advantage. We're going to get right into the gameplay. And as you can see, okay, we want to, oh, that's a 14,000 crit on his SP1, which was beautiful. 4,000 crit here. We had a 21 hit combo, 24, 26 hit combo. We want to evade that SPs. Again, we're getting hit by the attack there, which we don't want to do. Again, you're going to screw up on these fights. I pushed her to SP3. She is not activating. This is one of the only champions in this lineup that is not activating that SP3 for some reason. She just fires off the SP2 and SP1, and there you have it. 10,000 knockout blow, crit rating. Star-Lord is the man. He did his job. So that's 1 down, and we're ready to go. So we have, who's up next? We have Medusa up next. So let's hope all of these fights go like this. But I know we're going to have 2 fights that are very annoying. Oh, anyway, this fight here, it's Cat Murdock. We got to thank for this fight. She got Counter Strike. She got Pilfer, Evade, Counter Strike, using Dexterity, Dodge and Back grants the attacker a passive Fury, increasing attacker's rating. So you don't want to dash back too much in this fight. Charges, defender attacks, unblockable. Pilfer, any buffs activated by the attacker has a 20% chance to be pilfered. Nullify the buff and the defender gains 20% power over 2 seconds. Regeneration buff has triple the chance to be. Okay, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Evade, invade, both champions have 100% block proficiency. So what you really want to do is hit into the block, because that's where you're going to be doing the most damage, and make sure she doesn't hit into your block. So you want to intercept and stuff. So we're going to use class advantage again for this fight as well. And we're going to take in Mephisto against Medusa. Hopefully we take away a lot of those benefits of her nodes right now by using a soul imprisonment. Boom, we fired up the SP1 to keep her soul imprisoned. Now going into this fight, I'm thinking these champions are not going to be using SP3, and I pushed her to SP3, which and kept her soul imprisoned. But that was a mistake, because as you can see, she is about to fire off an SP3 on me, and that is going to do some damage that I didn't actually want to take at this point in time, because I needed Mephisto for further down, to hopefully finish off fights and build his soul, his charges, his persistency charges. I'm down to 0, but here you go. Just could not get away from her when she started that attack. and she just shut me down, man. Anyway, we have Venom to clean up. Anytime they're under 18%, Venom has True Strike and just does unblockable damage. So we want to get it down to 18% as fast. And those bleeds, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing with Venom. We in True Strike range. I just want to fire off the SP, and I pushed her to the SP3, and that was a no-no. Was not paying attention to that. Was trying to avoid her attacks, and then we fired off. For some reason, again, she purified all of that stuff for some reason. She should have been bleeding, but it is what it is. So we get her down, so that's 2 down. And we're moving on. So far, not too bad. Now, I'm a little bit worried about this Sting on this fight. Wasp, she's a bit annoying to fight. Let's take a look at what she brings to the table. This is created by Miss Insomnia, and spiked armor is what she has, which increases her crit rate and physical resistance, blah blah blah. She has dismay. You do not want to get hit by her Sting, and I brought in Hyperion for this because I could do damage over time with the SP1 and hopefully stay away, but she is evading it, so I'm gonna have to parry and stun her like this, get some hits in, and hopefully fire off the SP1 and catch her on that. I really need to catch her on that parry to stun her for a second and then fire it off. We just got her there clipped. I want to charge into her. Wanted to bait out that SP1 at this point. Caught her nicely with the SP2. Did not get the stun, and that's a shame. I got a whole block and take some damage here. And again, the attacker's power, I believe, is drained every 20 seconds on this as well. So that is an annoying thing with this. I think it's every 20 seconds or 30 seconds, so pay attention to that as well. So you want to fire those SPs as fast as possible. So it's pretty much SP1 here down the line. And no problem with Hyperion so far. As long as you don't get clipped by her SPs, you should be fine. And then we're gonna fire up the, oops, she evaded that. And I missed it, and that's the end of it, boy. I'm telling you, over 60% health, and you cannot slip up on any of these fights. You're gonna get wrecked. But here's my guy for the cleanup. The cleanup guy is going to be Venom. Under 18%, you get him down to 18%, and Venom is just deadly at 18%. He has those bleeds going, and then that's it. 3 champions in the bin, absolutely no time at all. And you ask yourself why this video is so long? Well, here we go. This is one annoying as hell fight. I'm telling you, man. This Emma Frost is Kathy Candy. We got to thank for this. Again, kinetic 3 blocked attacks cause the defender to gain 10% power. Oscillate every 15 seconds. She alternates between Fury, 300% armor up crit rating. Special 1 is unblockable. And for some reason, she is healing quite a bit. And I missed it quite a few times, but look at her health go down, and then she's just going to regenerate all of that health instantly. And that's it, man. It's unblockable. There's nothing I could do there. I used up the Star-Lord. He's done. We're down to what? 1 guy up here now. We're down to Human Torch, and hopefully Venom is able to take her out. And then we're going to have to use units to revive, or we're going to have to use potions to revive. But she got quite a bit. She just wrecked me a couple times because I had to get used to this this gameplay with her. Boom. All right, we got that. Dex, no problem. We have her down to 80%, and I'm saying, okay, we're doing good. Even if I have to use a revive, we should be good. But look at this health. She is just the health is plus 18, plus 1,000 health gain, and she's back up to 83, 84%. It's like I'm going nowhere with this battle. And Human Torch is out of it, and she's at only 83%. So this is crazy at this point. Well, let's just finish off with Venom and see how much damage she can do. So again, this I found to be the most annoying fight in the set. A Rogue is no fun either, but definitely this Emma Frost is something to deal with. So I wished I had maybe a Void on it, because he could have stayed away and just eat away at her health with a passive. So we're gonna just go in and find some crystals here, because I need to get some units here. I only have 82 units. I need to spin out some of these crystals and hopefully get some units. And let's just open up 50 and hope we get lucky. Fingers crossed at this time. And check this out, 300 units. It's a beautiful thing. So we're gonna just dump this in there and get these champions revived, and hopefully we get through the next. We have 3 fights to go. We have Emma, we have Rogue, and we have the boss herself, Black Widow. So here we go, 100 of those units used up. And then I'm just going to pump in our next about 100 again, just to get the full health up on these guys as much as possible. This might have been a mistake here. I should have just used 100 units, go into that at 40%, and then use the next 40%. But hindsight. Anyway, you guys see what I'm doing here. You could get through these fights with just using units and just power your way through it. She's a little bit bothersome because her health keeps regenerating so high. So enhanced special 1, I'm looking for where this regeneration is coming from. And there you go, all the way down. Aggressive regeneration, which I didn't see. Every 2 seconds on the timer, gain regeneration passive that heals for 0.25% of max health. When struck, reset the timer and remove the regeneration passive stack. So we got to keep hitting her to remove that regeneration, or every 2 minutes she is going to start regenerating health. Did not catch that the first time. And with this gameplay, it's like, it's not working, man, I'm telling you. So it's just that I couldn't get close to her. Or maybe I was a bit confused, trying to stay away from her so I don't get wrecked, because I was thinking about that Medusa fight. So I didn't really want to go into her too much. Boom, and look at this damage. This is ridiculous. All right, I'm trying to fire this off and bring her down. She's down to 77% health. We're trying to dex this out, which is fine. She is regenerating at 1,000 and oh my god, it's amazing amount of health. She's even healthier than she started the fight. And this is fighting Human Torch, so this is annoying as hell. And I'm hitting her, but apparently hitting into her block is absolutely not doing anything for that. You actually got to land those hits. So let's see what Hyperion is just getting his butt whipped right now at this point. Okay, we did some damage. Still not getting this stun to connect with any of these guys. And that's a knockout, unfortunately for us. So we take in Star-Lord to finish her off, or to try to finish her off. For some reason, man, we're trying to do the dexes and she's just so aggressive. She's getting into it and just I can't even dex her. Okay, so we dexterity the special and then she just comes right at you. And the block doesn't seem to be working at all. Gonna fire up this SP2, got it down to 66%. I was hoping for a shock there, but it didn't matter. Wanna charge into her now. Get this done. Trying to get away from this SP2. We dex that, no problem. Trying to intercept here. She's back up to 73%, which is friggin' annoying. Boom. And then we got it again. I thought I would have been out there. I thought I missed that. And again, holding the block is not working against this girl. She is just hitting into the block and it's not working. So Mephisto, soul imprisonment. Maybe he could get her down. So this fight I found the most annoying, but once you get past her, it's easy times. And well, you saw what happened. I ain't gonna even explain that one, right? That is just an ass whipping. Okay, so let's see here. Here we go. But you gotta give Venom credit, man. That those blades, once she is not in diamond form, those blades are just eating away at her. So if I brought in, I was thinking maybe a Nick Fury for this fight, it would have been pretty good. Somebody that puts constant. She's trying to regenerate here right now. A lot of regeneration going on. She's back up to 61%. But we're keeping those bleeds on her, which is seeming, well, it seems to be doing the damage. We got to look at those, we got to take care of the SP that she has. And those crit ratings, man, I'm telling you, beautiful with Venom. And then she's under 18%, where's where I want her. I just want to get to that SP2 and fire it off. I got my fingers and my toes crossed to get this done. And there you go, unblockable. Amen to that. I'm telling you, that would have been terrible news if she continued whipping our butt there. Whew, that's done. Okay, we got 2 to go. 2 to go to finish this. And we are dead. We need to get revived. So I'm going to go into this, finish up this Venom, and then I'm going to use some units again. I'm going to have to get out. I won't waste your time with getting out and opening more crystals. I'm just going to split the video at this point after we get into it. She has aggressive regeneration again. Every 2 seconds on the timer, the regeneration heals. So she has exactly what the previous fighter had, Emma Frost. She has aspects of death. As the defender activates a special attack, their successful hits become lethal for 4 seconds plus 1 additional second. I don't know what you need the additional second for, because lethal is lethal. If you get hit by her SPs, you're done. Finished, knocked out, finished. Do not get hit by SPs, and I'm telling you, it is... And you need to hit into her block. Because Invade, both champions have 100% to 300% block proficiency, attack, block rate, to break into the block, sorry. So you need to hit into her blocks. That is where you're going to be doing most of the damage. And you do not want her hitting into your block, because she's going to be doing an awesome amount of damage as well. So I'm trying to get Venom up as high as possible. And hopefully we bleed her out. With bleeds on his hits, and hopefully that negates the regeneration that she's going to have. And she already has regeneration if she fires off the specials, but again, her special is going to instantly kill you, so don't even worry about her regenerating from that. She's regenerating right now. We're keeping the bleeds on. I'm thinking SP1 with Venom is going to help us heal. Charged into her. Got hit. That was the end of that. So we're going to revive some champs here now. I'm going to log out, log in. We got some units from opening up some more crystals, and we just added 40% and a little more to Venom. I used up all of the health potions right now. So I'm taking Venom back into this fight. Hopefully we could have her. Then she goes unstoppable. Absolutely did not pay attention to the timer. Didn't realize she could go unstoppable. And she does go unstoppable. After see, both champions actually went unstoppable. So pay attention on this fight to those unstoppable. I believe it's every 5 or 10 seconds. Both champions go unstoppable for about 5 seconds. Here it is again. So you just make sure you back off on those timers. Was not paying attention to that, got wrecked, and anytime she touches you, she hits you, you're dead. Well, she does a lot of damage, I should say. SPs would kill you. Okay, so we have 5 champions at 40%. One is down. We're gonna have to finish her off. I'm telling you, man. This is just, she is annoying. She's not as annoying as Emma Frost was. I would have to say, but look at that. That is just no opening. Absolutely zero opening to hit into her block or anything else. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that finding this annoying with him. But I'm hitting into the block. Who's better to hit into the block than Star-Lord? But I'm not seeing any really damage happening here, hitting into a block. Then she goes unstoppable. So we know to back off on that unstoppable until it goes off. And then we're going to fire into her again. That was a nice intercept. We're getting her down a bit. Unstoppable. We got to back out. And not far enough. Okay. So we know we could take her down eventually. The gameplay is a little bit aggressive with the attack. So even if you dexterity or come back, it's not doing its job. You're still going to get clipped at the end. So you really have to do like a double dash back to get out of the way. On this fighter anyway. Unstoppable. There you go. Double dash back. Give her enough room to do her stuff. That's what I get missed with Star-Lord. And then we get wrecked with him as well. So all down, all down, all down. It's a good thing we have crystals to open. So I would say have about 4. If you're not banging it out with super high maxed out champions, you need to have at least 500 units to get through this gameplay for the last 3 fights. Because you're gonna make mistakes. Some of us won't make as many mistakes, and sometimes you just get lucky. Like this Human Torch. He's a 5-star awakened rank 4. This is where 5-star awakened champs would come in great. They do a lot more damage. I'm getting her down. The incinerator is working. She's healing up, and oh my god, you're getting clipped, man. It's so aggressive. She charges into you. So let's go with the cleanup guy. We have a couple 100 units there. We're gonna might as well take them all up to 40% because we do have that final fight coming up right after. And I haven't even looked at what Blackwood is going to bring to the table. And I thought the big fight would have been not Emma Frost, the fight before that. And that seemed to be a piece of cake compared to these fights. Anyway, 5%, and that's it. Finished her off because we had her under 18%. So I would say Venom is very, very helpful for the cleanup fights. Somebody maybe I guess with there you go. We get the gift. We get to choose now your title. I'm thinking Frosty Jawbreaker, which was the most difficult fight in my opinion. She's so durable, and she takes so many hits without doing any damage, and that regeneration was killer. The regeneration wasn't as bad on Rogue as compared to Emma Frost. Anyway, that's what I thought. And then we have the Black Widow fight coming up, and her title would be Interstellar Warrior. You have a Top Banana, which was a very, very easy fight, I thought. That first fight was no problem. And maybe it was designed for easy fights and then ranking up to the last 3 fights being annoying as hell. And who else we got? We got Interstellar Warrior. We got Frosty Jawbreaker, which is what I think I'm going to confirm it as. And let's go to the side. At some point here, we should get to the side. But Interstellar Warrior wasn't as bad as the rest of the fights. And then we have the Duchess of Darkness, which wasn't at all terrible. The Lady Dragon was also very good. And Medusa wasn't that bad a fight either. So it was pretty simple. So it really was, for me, Frosty Jawbreaker. So Interstellar Warrior is the common title for the Boss Rush. Special thanks to Starfighter. I believe it's Starfighter. I missed that. And I decided to go with just the, which title? Let's see. Frosty Jawbreaker is the one showed up. I thought all of them would show up and then you would just be able to select it. So I'm looking for the rest of them here. But apparently it's only one title you get, which I don't see what that made sense. All the titles should have been there. So by Kathy Candy. All of the titles, because you finished off all of the champs, all of them should have been there for International Women's Day. So you could choose who you wanted if you were to go into titles. So let's just stick with the Jawbreaker one. That's what we got. I didn't realize that you're only picking one title and not being able to select all of them later on. But that was the most difficult fight in my opinion anyway, so it's funny how it just landed on that one anyway. So let's just finish off this. Where's the title? Lower down, coming up. I lost it. There you go. Frosty Jawbreaker. And then that's it. And now let's go in and see what this final champion has. SP3 special thanks to Starfighter 0717. We got a thank for this fight. Mighty Charge. While performing a medium dash, defender is immune to debuffs, unstoppable, and gains that is annoying. Safeguard prevents the champion from losing more than 1% health from any single source. Empowerment immunity, whenever the champion would receive a debuff they are immune to, they generate 33% of above power. Then there's Matador, and then there's Curse of Death when the defender so the Curse of Death is she is just going to wreck you with a blows with a special attack. And so let's just get into the fight. Let's finish up these guys. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need a revive on these champs as well. She goes unstoppable. Unstoppable coming forward. She goes unstoppable. I just held block. Tried to run into her. We got an incinerator up, and I said, okay, let's just keep these incinerators on hand. We should eat away at her health. But then she went unstoppable and blocked because she was unstoppable. And the timing was just off. She slammed into me. And that was the end of that. Fun times. But again, one more fight though. You already invested in it, so you got to finish it off. Human Torch. This should be a one-shot deal if he had full health. But the damage over time seems to be working great with her because she does need that damage over time. And I don't even know what the hell happened there, man. That was like a heavy attack. I don't know what she did there, but I was done in 2 seconds. And I believe that was the touch of death stuff. And I didn't dex, I was holding block, so there you go. Absolutely nothing. There's no reaction. You could tap, you could block, you could do whatever you did. As soon as she starts that attack, you're done. So let's see what this is. Empowerment immunity. She generates bar. Curse of Death. When the defender reaches 20 clairvoyant charges, they are immediately removed and replaced by a Death Touch, lasting indefinitely. Death Touch is not affected by ability accuracy reduction and can only stack one time. So that's probably what's happening here. And I, again, didn't scroll all the way down. So please scroll all the way down. When you think it's done, there's more coming up. And stupid me did not actually do that. So let's see. Boom, we dex that. Get out of the way. Fire up that SP. Let's Incinerate do some damage. I'm feeling good at this point. Okay, we got her down to under 50%. She doesn't have that ridiculous healing factor. And I'm thinking if I used Mephisto, because if you kill her, I believe she's immune to death by any blow, and she has a revive to 20%. But Mephisto will negate that because of his soul imprisonment. But again, got wrecked. So guess who's coming to the party? 40%. Venom is coming into it. I got to charge into her. That didn't happen because she was charging into me, and again she goes unstoppable, and that's the end of that. So guess what it is? Revive time. One last revive. I gotta have to go get some more units. Instead of putting 40% into him, I might as well just open up some units and revive all of the champions. So we have one more attempt to knock her out. So we're gonna have to put at least 100 units to revive all of them right now, to at least 40%, and that should definitely take care of this fight. So hopefully we're gonna come right back into it now after I switch off and get the units in necessary. And we're gonna revive these champions and bring them into the gameplay. And here we go. Human Torch with 40%. Boom, boom, boom. I had one of those revives left, so I might as well use it up at Human Torch. And that was a complete absolute waste of time. Bringing that in, down to 6 units. So now we're gonna go into it again and see Hyperion at 40%. Let's see if he could finish her off. I don't see him building any power, so I don't know if that's something new. I thought he had power the first time we fired off a SP on her, but it's when she fires off her SP, we get the SP charges. I forgot about that. He's out, but she is down to 27%. I just need to get her to 18%. I'm thinking get her down to at least 18%, and my boy Star-Lord is doing some nice heavy damage here. Come on, boom, 14%, doable. That's what we needed. We needed her under, and then let's see Mephisto bring her down even more, and we'll finish off with Venom. Let's see what Mephisto could do. If I could get him to an SP1, we'll have to dodge her SP to get any sort of power. I'm trying to push her past it and finish it off, but she goes unstoppable. I'm trying to get that SP1 fired off. I should have fired it off. Did fire it off. Boom. Case closed. This is the end of this round. And that's it, my friends. That's the end of the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed the ass whipping. I hope you enjoyed the different champions. The revives. You guys know exactly what you're getting into, and it's not just all win. You get your butt kicked sometimes, and that's reality of this game sometimes. And hopefully you have some grinding units that you grind, and you could open up those crystals. And that's boss rush 100% completed. That's the 10,000 crystals there. I want you to know I did open up that 5-star crystal, and I got a 5-star Ultron from that spin-off. So you guys just have a fantastic day. Bye-bye. Work less, play more, enjoy life. Bye, guys.